The web portal allows you to manage your Notify Plus service settings from the Internet with your computer. After you've logged in to the web portal service, select the My Settings tab. Click Notify in the Categories section. The web portal Notify Plus service administration is divided into 3 sections: Phone Books, Announcements, and Jobs. The Phone Book section is used to manage the phone numbers, text addresses, or email addresses that will be contacted by the Notify Plus service. This information is grouped into phone books for ease of management. The Phone Book section contains 2 lists. The left-hand list is used to manage the subscriber's Notify Plus phone books, and the right-hand list is used to manage the phone numbers and email and text addresses that are in the currently selected phone book. To add a new phone book, press the Add button located below the Select a Phone Book list. An empty Add Phone Book window will be displayed. Enter a short description of the phone book in the description field of the Add Phone Book window. This description will be used to identify this phone book in other Notify Plus service interfaces to be covered later in this video. A minimum of 1 phone book address must be added to the phone book before it can be used in a job. To delete a phone book, select the phone book in the Select a Phone Book list and press the Delete button below the list. A delete confirmation prompt will be displayed. Choose OK in the prompt to complete the deletion. To add a single address to a phone book, select the phone book in the Select a Phone Book list and press the Add button below the selected phone book list. An Add Address entry window will be displayed. Select the address type, either phone number or email or text gateway. Enter the new 10-digit phone number or email or text gateway address into the address field. And you can enter an optional name or description of the address into the description field. Finally, press the Add button to add the entered address to the phone book. Files containing multiple phone numbers and email or text addresses can be imported into the phone book section. To do this, select the phone book to which the addresses will be added and press the Import button below the selected phone book list. When the Import button is pressed, a standard file selection window will be displayed. From within this window, select the CSV file that contains the addresses to be imported and press the Open button. The valid addresses in the selected file will be added to the selected phone book list. Import lists should include columns A, B, and C with appropriate information required in columns A and C. Column B can be left blank, but should be included in your import list. To delete an address from a phone book, select the phone book in the Select a Phone Book list. Select the address in the phone book list and press the Delete button below the selected phone book window. A delete confirmation prompt will be displayed. Choose OK in the prompt to complete the deletion. All addresses in a phone book can be exported to a CSV, TXT, or XML file by selecting the phone book in the Select a Phone Book list and pressing the Export button below the selected phone book list. A standard Save As window will be displayed, allowing a file type and location to be specified for the addresses that will be exported. Once the file name and type of file have been entered, press the Save button to complete the file export. All addresses in the selected phone book will be included in the export. The export function is a good way to create a template that places contact information in the appropriate fields that you can use for future lists in new phone books. The announcement section is used to manage the announcement audio files that are available to be played for notification calls. To make a new announcement audio file available for Notify Plus service calls, press the Add button in the Announcements section. An Add Announcement window will be displayed. Enter descriptive text of the announcement into the description field. This description will be used to identify the announcement in Notify Plus service interfaces. Next, press the Browse button next to the File field to open a standard file selection window. Use the file selection window to locate and select the .wav audio file that will be used as the new announcement and press the Open button. The path to the selected .wav file will be displayed in the File field. Press the Add button to complete the addition. To change the description of an announcement, select the announcement and press the Edit button. An Edit Announcement window with the current announcement description will be shown. Press the Save button after editing is completed to apply the new descriptive text. To remove an announcement audio file, select the file in the Announcements section and press the Delete button located below the list of announcements. A delete confirmation prompt will be displayed. Press the OK button in the prompt to complete the deletion. Announcement files that are currently being used by a job cannot be deleted. The Play Sound and Volume control can be used to play the announcement selected in the Announcements section. If your computer cannot record audio with the .wav file extension, you have the option of recording your message by dialing the Notify Plus administration number and following the audio prompt directions for recording new announcements. The Job section is used to add, delete, and manage Notify Plus service notification jobs. The left-hand side of the Jobs section contains a list of all the jobs that have been defined for the logged-in Notify Plus subscriber. Selecting a job in the list will display its settings, call statuses, and exceptions in the tabs on the right-hand side of the Jobs section. To add a new Notify Plus job, press the Add button below the selected job list. A Schedule a New Job window will be displayed. Enter some text describing the job. Select the phone book that contains a list of phone numbers, email addresses, or text addresses that will be contacted by this job. Select the announcement that will be played when this job's calls are answered. Enter the text message that will be sent to phone book entries if the address type is email address or text gateway. Enter the day on which this job will begin notifying contacts in the selected phone book. Enter the last day on which this job will begin notifying contacts in the selected phone book. Enter the earliest time of day that a notification job can be run. The default for this setting is 8 a.m. Enter the latest time of day that a notification job can be run. The default for this setting is 9 p.m. Please contact us if you need to have those default times changed. Enter the number of times the job will redial each phone number that has not successfully answered a call. Enter the maximum number of trunks that can be used to make notification calls to phone book numbers in this job's phone book. The maximum number of trunks effectively limits the number of calls that can be placed simultaneously. Enter the minimum number of seconds the announcement must be played when a call is placed for the call to be considered successful. Set to Yes to have the Notify Plus service send an email to all of the email addresses configured for this subscriber when this job is complete. Setting this option to Yes will allow the called person to press a digit on the phone in response to the notification announcement. For example, press 1 if you would agree, press 2 if you would disagree. The pressed digit will be displayed in the job report email. Set to Yes to enable transfer of the call to a phone number or service when a digit on the phone is pressed. The setting will be disabled if Enable Digit Response is set to No. Choose the digit on the phone that can be pressed to transfer the call. This setting will be disabled if Transfer Enabled is set to No. Choose the type of transfer that will occur. Options include phone number, or service such as voicemail. This setting will be disabled if transfer enabled is set to no. The target of the call transfer, if the transfer type is phone number, then a 10-digit directory number must be entered in this field. If the transfer type is service, then a service must be selected. This setting will be disabled if transfer enabled is set to no and is required if transfer enabled is set to yes. To delete a job, select it in the selected job list and press the delete button located below the list. A delete confirmation prompt will be displayed. Choose OK in the prompt to complete the deletion. The progress of an ongoing or finished job can be viewed by selecting the job in the Selected Job list and clicking on the Status tab. The top of the Status tab contains a list of all of the addresses in the phone book being used by the selected job and the current call status of each address. The lower section of the Status tab shows the overall status of the current job and also has a row of buttons used to control the status of the job and the list of addresses. The Resume button is used to continue the job if it has been paused, or to restart the job if it has been canceled. The Pause button suspends the job if it is in progress. The Cancel button completely stops the job if it is running, or prevents the job from running in the future if it is scheduled. The Refresh button updates and retrieves the latest job status info from the system. The Exceptions tab is used to manage the list of phone numbers or email addresses and text gateways that should not be contacted if they are found in the phone book associated with this job. To add a job exception, press the Add button in the Exceptions tab. An Add Exceptions entry will be displayed. Select the address type, enter a phone number or email address in the address field, and press the Add button to complete the entry. Exceptions can be removed from the Exceptions tab by selecting them and pressing the Delete button at the bottom of the tab. This concludes the video tutorial on running your Notify Plus service from the web portal.